Good morning, everybody. I am still in bed. I haven't slept all night, so ignore my scratchy voice and my appearance. But I wanted to share something with you guys. I've been all night up thinking about things that I want God to do in my life and over other people's life. And I've been talking to God and I was asking him, I said, God, your word is so full of promises, and your word is so full of acts of miracles and big things and amazing men and amazing women. What can I do to be part of that movement? It doesn't matter if that happened 2,000 years ago. Your word says that you're the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And I am in the today, and I will be in the tomorrow if God will, right? But what can I do to be part of that movement, to be part of that change? And this Bible verse came to my heart, and I'm going to share it with you guys. It's Hebrew 11:1, and I'm going to read all the way to from 1 to 3. And it says, it's Hebrew 11, number 1. Faith is what makes real the things we hope for. It is proof of what we cannot see. God was pleased with the people who lived a long time ago because they have faith like this. Faith helps us understand that God created the whole world by his command. This means that the things we see were made by something that cannot be seen. And I said, that's it. Faith. And people sometimes they think that faith is an act of nonsense. They'll be like, how can I believe in something that I cannot see? But this is not just with God. This is not just believing in God, which we cannot see. Can we feel him? Yes. Can we see him in all the little things and even in the big things? Yes. But can we see him? No. Now, this is also in our life. If we don't get to see our future, if we don't get to visualize our future, our goals, our purpose, it's hard for us to walk on the certainty that is going to happen. It's an act of faith. Everything that we do in life is an act of faith. We go to sleep and we make plans for tomorrow. We have no clue if we're gonna wake up because that's just how life is. But we still do it. But when it comes to bigger things, when it comes to trusting God to walk with us, or to trust God to take care of us, is something else. I've been reading the book of Exodus, and for me it's amazing. I've been reading, and the fact that Moses just followed a command he obeyed of go take your people out of Egypt, and you're gonna take them out, and you're gonna take them to the promised land. And that he put excuses, and that he was scared. Yeah, of course he was. He was like, God, but the way that I talk, I don't speak properly. God, I can barely speak. And God gave him all the resources. Go take your brother. And it reminded me of me. Because when I decided to start doing videos, I said, God, my accent. What if they don't understand what I'm saying? Because my first language is Spanish. But I was like, I want to do the videos in both languages. And God was like, go ahead, do it. You're not the only person that have an accent. People have accents. People come from different places, right? Different communities. It's just how it is. Just go ahead and take and speak. So Moses walked in obedience, following a command and a purpose that God gave him in his hand. And it wasn't an easy task. Now, for him to be able to lead these people, He allowed himself to be led by God. And that is something that sometimes we don't do. We want to lead. We want to do. We want to take action and do everything with our strength, forgetting and not understanding that it's almost impossible. We will get tired. We will surrender, and not in a good way. We might give up. It's going to be hard, because starting over and saying no to what we know and walking into something that is completely unknown can be scary. It can be exhausting. But when we walk with God holding us, leading us, and taking us during the entire desert, we will go to the promised land. And this is in everything in our lives. We have to be able to say, God, you know what? I will trust in you that you will take over my life. I will surrender to you in faith the anxiety. I will surrender to you in faith the depression. I will surrender to you in faith my loneliness, my heartbreak, my family, my kids, my marriage, my husband, or if you're a guy, watching this video, my wife, my addiction. I want to surrender to you everything, because I cannot continue to walk with this burden. It's too much for me. I want to be able to build a relationship with you, trust you, build this faith, because I know that the God that I cannot see was the God that created the world with just a command. So that means that you are faithful. That means that you are powerful. That means, oh God, that there's absolutely nothing impossible for you. And I want that God in my life. I want to be able to walk in my purpose. I want to be able to walk and get to that promised land. So today, this morning, what I want to tell you is this, out of this entire message: faith is everything. Without faith, it's impossible to see the unseen. Without faith, it's impossible for God to see us and be like, oh, look, that person is worthy. We have to have faith. He's a God of love, but faith is in action, and we have to put it into action. We have to go ahead and trust him. Some of us, a lot of us, have trust issues because of life, but that has nothing to do with God. We should be able to trust him with everything that we are, with everything that we do. So today, to just, resume this, have faith. And if you don't have faith, ask God for it. Surround yourself with positive people, with powerful people, with people that has faith, and absorb from that. Learn from that. Surround yourself with the right people. So today you can write in the comments, let me know if that's something that you're struggling with, and I will be more than glad to. At least we can pray. You don't have to write your entire story. You can say, hey, add me to your prayers, or send me a message and I can get in contact with you. We can pray together. There's no reason for you to walk this walk alone. There's no reason for you to walk this faith of the unknown alone. There's a community that is willing to help you, to guide you, and to hold you, and we can do it together. So thank you so much for listening to my message today. Have an amazing morning, night, afternoon, or whatever time you guys are gonna listen to this video, and God bless.